Hello and welcome to another adventure of Bricks in the Wild. I am brickologist Carl coming to you live from the Lego Den. And today our episode and adventure is going to be about restoring Lego pieces, minifigs, bricks, that have been used a marker on them, Sharpie. And I'm going to show you how to safely remove the ink without removing the print on the minifig. Much easier for a piece that doesn't have ink on it, but if you have watched any of my videos, I am looking at the least invasive, least harmful product to use to restore your Legos back to pristine condition. We want to make sure that you get back to the original color. Now these two are the same, but different helmet and figure, but it is an AT-AT driver. And you can see, so they have gray legs, torso, doesn't have the right helmet. And we have here Snow Trooper. So you can see somebody got, and of course it's a different set of legs. We'll have to figure out which one that, and then here's a clone warrior. Before we begin on this one, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, if you come across this one, I recommend you watch Dirty Bricks, Dirty Lego video, and also restoring faded color Legos with peroxide. So watch those two first so that we can get to this step here. If you don't, it ain't going to work right. So what we're going to use, you'd be surprised what we'll get rid of the ink to get it back looking like that, is to remove the Sharpie or black marker or whatever marker. But this is what I use, and it's Colgate Max Fresh with whitening. So toothpaste. You're thinking, how can toothpaste do that? Well, you know, it has a little bit of this, that, and there that gets your teeth white. So, and it does not damage your teeth, and it's not going to damage your Legos. So what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a little cup of, let's get that in, a little cup of water. You're going to need a tube of, I use Colgate Max Fresh. Something with a little whitening in there will work just fine. And Q-tips, because they're at least abrasive. And what I do is I get a little piece of paper or pad, and that's what I put the toothpaste on there. I use a towel just to catch any extra toothpaste left over. You can do this in your Lego room, kitchen table. It is safe. It won't harm your fingers. You can, it's toothpaste. It's not going to be harmful. But what's most important, it's not going to be harmful to the Lego pieces. And I will show you how to do it properly. Okay, so like I said, these two and these two are the same. Don't look the same, but they are. Let's go ahead. I tested this one a little bit and make sure that it's starting to come clean. Let me flip it over. On the front look like that. So you can see there's a little bit of gray, black, and red in the original print. So the best thing to do is you get yourself a Q-tip. I'm going to put it on the little pad here. Move these other ones out of the way. They're future projects I got. I got these in a bulk buy bin, and I'm going to go over what I found in that. But sorting through it, I found a good little bit of minifig accessories. So you're going to put a little bit of toothpaste on your Q-tip, and you don't need to wet it. But where there's print, you're just going to slowly start rubbing. You don't need to like really hard rub it in. You can do that on parts that don't have print. But what we're doing is we're just kind of working it into the ink. And like I said, what's great is I have another Snow Trooper minifig here, and I can see what the colors are going to be, because there may be some blue. Whatever print it is, you want to get back to that original. So, and it just depends on the level how much they use the marker on there. So let's just keep going back and forth. Like I said, I'm lightly going over this and swirling. You start seeing, see, some of the white's already starting to come through. So we want to get the blue, get his elbows out of the way. I know it's going to be hard, but it's much easier to work with the pieces when they're together, and I'll show you what I do later. But as you can see, look, the blue slowly is coming off here. Let me get down here, just keep going. And this is not a race. It takes time. I mean, you want to restore your minifig to quality collector. You want it to be part of your collection. I don't know if you're a collector, a seller, buyer, but you want to make sure that you want it to look like it came out of the box. Now, I mean, I'm not mad at the person that I bought these minifigs from. I mean, they were free to do what they want, and they sold them, so I'm going to just restore it back to the way it originally should. I mean, you are free to do what you want with your Lego pieces, just as I am free to put it back to the original way it was. I mean, that took some time to do that, and they probably thought it was cool. Their own style, their own mock. So once again, I'm lightly going over. I'm not pressing hard. And I want to flip over his back. Now I can't see. Actually, it's him. Yeah, it's this figure. So let's turn him the right way here. But as you can see, there's a little bit of black gray at the bottom, so we want to get rid of all this blue. So if you want to see what your work has come out with, I want to take his helmet off. I don't at least need the helmet on that. I'm going to just dip a little bit in water and kind of loosen it up a little bit. Like I said, I am not pressing hard. Please don't do that. If you are not comfortable with doing this, get a minifigure that may not have any value. Try it on a brick. Put some marker. Get a Sharpie and just write on a brick. A common brick, and test it out on that before you do a minifig. I've done a lot of these, and the result is pretty good. Like I said, it's not hazardous to you or Lego figure. It's just if you start really rubbing where the print is, you will rub it off. Okay, so let's get a little paper and just lightly wipe it off. And look at that. Let's see, the gray at the bottom is starting to come off too. That's where his torso is, his legs. So let's see. Well, let's kind of compare that there. Still got a little bit of blue right there. Just get a little more. And I'm just trying to get, so I'm just working it in that area right there. Okay, here we go. Like I said, each section, it takes a couple of minutes per section. I mean, but that's pretty good. A little spot of blue there, but you can see, look. Oh, let's get back down a little bit here. Okay, look at that. Just like that. I know, no, like I said, I tested the other side before, and it came out real good. You can see that there's still the red in there, and you can see the fine lines, and it looks pretty darn good. Okay, so let's go down and test a section. Let's do one of his arms. Let's get a fresh Q-tip. Put some toothpaste on here. Now, sections that don't have print, you can go a little harder and you go a little faster. Like I said, you just want to be delicate with where the print is. So we're doing his arm here, And we know the original minifig here, it's supposed to be gray. So let's just go to town here. Let's get the real, you can go a little harder. And of course you're going to have to take his arm off to actually get it 100% clean, just like the side. But let's see. Alright, let's put a little water on that there. Let's clean that up. Get the toothpaste off of there. And if anything, your minifigs will have a touch of minty fresh to them. They will be fresh minifigs. Alright, so you can see where there's still a bit of marker in there. You can move that up or like that if you want to. However you feel. If you want to take the arms off, only thing I don't recommend is popping the legs apart. You know, take them off the base, but take your time because you want to restore it. I mean, it's a part about salvaging and saving Lego pieces is, you know, we want to restore it. That's the thing about used Lego. Unlike when you get a new one out of a box, it's all fresh and minty. Well, now you're getting a used one, and he's kind of minty now. So let's go ahead and clean that. So there's a side view, and bam, except for his legs. Let's go ahead and do that one. We'll hurry up and do that real quick. So I want to show you, I have a brick piece that somebody did the same thing, but with the leg here on the side. I guess I just get in there. And what's cool about this product is not hazardous to your fingers or the sink or anything like that. You can just go rinse them off in the, in the kitchen sink. Get all the pieces off and let them dry. Make sure you get all the toothpaste off of there. And it's just going to take time. Now, I don't know if there's any products on, sometimes you see products on Facebook or something, how to restore the colors and stuff like that. Some people say use acetone or thinner. There's Goof Off and Gooby Gone. I don't recommend it. I mean, those are strong chemicals, and I don't know how they will react to the plastic over time. Where here, you're just using something that, like I said, you would normally use on your teeth. Keeps your teeth bright. But we just want to make sure. Okay, so I kind of think that looks pretty good. Make a little water and clean that off. So there's a little bit on his center section here. I'll have to take him apart a little bit. I'll just get a paper towel and just get in there and clean him off real good. And there you go. I mean, he's coming back in his regulation uniform. I'll have to find his helmet somewhere since somebody used an X-Wing pilot's helmet on there. But voila, look. I mean, there's a little bit of blue on there. There's a couple little sections. But I would say that's pretty darn good of having being a Sharpie and multicolor trooper there. Now, something like this, I would put, like doing his helmet, I would put it back on his head because it's hard to hold something like that. So let's go ahead and get a little toothpaste here. I want to see what color is underneath here. I don't know what version of X-Wing pilot or, let's see what kind of stickers are in here, because this black up here is interesting. Let's bring that down where you can see a little better. Just like I said, I don't know if there's a decal under. I mean, if there's a sticker, not a sticker, but print. I don't know what version of Rebel pilot this is, but we're gonna we're going to try to get in here and see, you know, like I said, and if you're not sure what version, you know, what stickers, or what, I keep saying stickers, what print is underneath, take your time. It will eventually come up. But once again, you don't want to rub off the print. All right, the pink is starting to get back to white. And again, you know, some parts are going to be harder to get to, like in the crack in here. It just takes time. Time to restore. Hey, it's starting to come off. Let's see. So like right there, I don't know if that is black ink or if it's black print. Let's get a little water on here and see if we can freshen up a little bit. Get a little more on here and see if. Now, I don't, like I said, it's not 100% guarantee you're going to get it back to the original way, but it's going to be better than what it was. Let's see. All right, let's see. We're starting to see a little print above the ear. Okay, so that is print. So I would have to, so I'd be careful with that, but just go around. That is print up there, so just be careful, but go back and forth, and it will start shining through. Like I said, you might not get it pristine, but what would be cool is it may look like it's weathered then. So where it might not be 100%, you know, it might look like an older X-Wing pilot's helmet or snow speeder, but like it's faded, like it's older. But as you can see, it's starting to come out. Like there's a black stripe. Here's a black print stripe in the middle here. Okay, and it's just going to take time. So we're going to give it a little wash here real quick. As you can see, some of that looks like a little bit of yellow or something on here, but get his face cleaned up. Just takes time. So I don't know what version of pilot he is, but once again, this is not for the pilot. So as you can see there. All right. Now this is a piece of tan that somebody decided to just paint black, or just use a marker on there. This does not work on painted bricks, which means if somebody takes a can of spray paint or tester's paint or whatever and goes to town on it, toothpaste is not going to take it off. To me, that is damaged. I will not. I'll put it in my trash bin, or recycle bin. But let's see if we can get at least the stud cleaned off of here. Okay. So you can see that it's a Lego piece. You can see on the stud here. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I don't know why they did this. I wouldn't. I don't like to do this with Lego. I mean, I'll go ahead and order some. If I need this piece, I'll order some replacement pieces. But somebody apparently needed this piece here for part of their set to complete it, and they thought they were doing a good thing. Dip it in water and see if it comes out. It's just going to be a lot of work to restore this piece, where minifigs are more valuable, where this is maybe a 2-cent piece, where a minifig may be, you know, $5 to $10. You definitely want to restore that. Okay, so you can see there's a tan piece under there. It's a little more work. Maybe they just wrote something on a brick or something. You can salvage that. So I'm going to have a little time. You know, like I said, I got to get his legs back to normal. Find out which one he goes to. Okay, so as you can see, they can be restored, and they smell minty fresh. Okay, so that is going to be our lesson for today, our adventure on restoring the pieces of Lego minifigs, bricks that have been used with a Sharpie. Put those over there. All right. Well, I hope that was informative for you. Hope it wasn't too dull. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I will be glad to get back with you. If there was something you were confused on what I was using or technique, please leave it in the comment section. I will answer those. If you've enjoyed this video, you think it was very formative, please give me a thumbs up on that. I really appreciate that. That shows you like the video. If somebody has this question, I've seen it on some of the Facebook pages, some of the Lego groups, how do I restore it? Please share this video with them. The information will help them in the long run. And if for some reason you just come across this video, or you watch some of the other ones and you're on the bubble, please subscribe. When I make new videos, you will be one of the first ones to see that they come up. Okay? All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Carl from Bricks in the Wild, your brickologist, is glad to show you how to restore Lego back to its pristine condition, because saving Lego from the past is saving Lego for the future. Once again, thank you for viewing this video, and until next time, have a good one.